Substitution is when an atom is replaced one at a time, or atoms are replaced one at a time. Very baat hai. And second thing is ultraviolet light or sunlight is required. Without it, there is not enough energy to get the activation energy, so the reaction will not occur. So अगर कोई reaction अल्ट्रावायलेट लाइट के बगैर हो रहा है, वो सब्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं हो सकता, वो कुछ और हो सकता है, सब्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं होगा. So let's see क्या हो रहा है. One atom is substituted. So let's say I have methane. Simple example. Here's what I do. I add chlorine to it and I put ultraviolet light. Without ultraviolet light कुछ भी नहीं होगा. But with ultraviolet light, things can happen. Now, here's the thing. This bond, the carbon-hydrogen bond, has an energy of 410 kilojoules per mole. And the chlorine-chlorine bond has an energy of 242 kilojoules per mole. Ultraviolet light, when it comes and it hits a molecule, that molecule starts to vibrate, and it's possible that uski bond toot jaye. Which bond will break first? Which bond will break?
The chlorine one.
The chlorine-chlorine bond, because that's a weaker bond. So that is what happens. The bond breaks, and now chlorine atom goes, and here's what will happen. Chlorine इधर आएगा और इधर किसी एक हाइड्रोजन के साथ HCl बना देगा, और उस हाइड्रोजन की जगह पे क्लोरीन आ जाएगा. बाकी सब वैसे के वैसे. So what have I done? I basically switched the placement of these two. Okay, and that is substitution. Let's try it again. I take this thing और मैं इसमें chlorine add करता हूँ and I try to do the reaction. Will the reaction occur?
No. Yes.
Why not? You're right. Reaction नहीं होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा?
UV is not present.
There is no UV light. Exactly. So now I have UV light. Now what will happen? Another HCl is made and another hydrogen is substituted. It does not matter which hydrogen you take at this point. O levels में IGCSE में इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप कौन से वाला हाइड्रोजन लोगे. In A levels उससे you have to figure out which one is happening more in percentage, but अभी के लिए it doesn't matter. So क्या होगा? Pick any hydrogen, उसको आप chlorine से change कर दो. Let's say I do it on this one. So बाकी दोनों वैसे के वैसे रहेंगे, and this one will simply change. Okay, go on. Try to do the same process for this one. Write the equation for this. The process is simple. You take chlorine, you pick any one hydrogen, get UV light, and that hydrogen will be substituted. पहले दोनों वहीं के वहीं रहेंगे, कोई तीसरा हाइड्रोजन चेंज हो जाएगा. Let's say ये वाला हो जाता है और वो HCl बना देगा. This thing, it's called chloroform. Does anybody recall ये कहाँ पे यूज होता है? कभी देखे? कहीं पे यूज होता हुआ सुना हो? Yes, Ryan, that's always the context. Thing is, it's a really bad anesthetic, which is why it is so bad that they have allowed people to actually show it in TV shows या movies. उनमें इसको illicit purposes के लिए use करता दिखाते हैं. It's actually not that effective on humans. Children और जो small mammals होते हैं उन पे इसका ज़्यादा impact होता है. But for humans, even teenagers, उस पे it'll just give you a really bad headache. ठीक है? No, Hafsa, that's not what I'm trying to do. So, chloroform is an anesthetic. Now, let's say I take this thing और मैं एक दफा और इसी में substitution करता हूँ. ठीक है? और ये सीख लो. अगर किसी वजह से नहीं पढ़े लिखे तो तब भी ये काम आएगा. Because this will produce another chlorine here, another HCl, and this thing we use for dry cleaning. All right, so we have all of this. अच्छा, एक और चीज हो सकती है. We can keep on doing this, and sometimes we can also get फ्लोरीन इंस्टेड ऑफ क्लोरीन फॉर एग्जाम्पल. तो लेट्स से मेरे पास कोई था जिसमें इस तरह 6 कार्बन हाइड्रोजन थे और मैंने उसमें से किसी एक में क्लोरीन डाल दिया, किसी एक में फ्लोरीन डाल दिया. This is a family of compounds that is called chlorofluorocarbon, CFCs. They are inert, मतलब वो इतना ज़्यादा react नहीं करते. They are useful as solvents or in aerosol sprays or in refrigeration, but sorry, but they, let's say you take ethane and I give you this thing, please complete the equation to do substitution. Go on. So here's how it will go. I need UV light, otherwise this reaction will not occur. And I pick any one hydrogen, कोई भी hydrogen pick करके, let's suppose ये वाला कर लेते हैं, और यहाँ पे chlorine आ जाएगा, and that will go on and make HCl. ठीक है? And yeah, I've received a couple of answers. Yes, that's correct. All right, so that is substitution.